Today we're gonna go over nicknames of Magic the Gathering cards. Some being official, some unofficial. We'll go over community nicknames. Alright, let's start off with one of the most famous ones, Dark Confidant, for a black and 1 generic 2/1 creature. At the beginning of your upkeep, reveal the top card of your library and put that card into your hand. You lose life equal to its converted mana cost. And a lot of people ask, why is this card called Bob? Everyone says, oh, Bob's on the board. They've got Bob. I think we need to ban Bob. Bob is a strong card. Bob this, Bob that. Why would they call this Bob? Because this was an invitational card where a pro player named Bob Maher Jr. Can I get a picture of him? Let's go get a picture of Bob Maher Jr. What a handsome devil he is. So this guy was a pro player who won the Invitational. And look, you see that there it is. Look at this. We're going to get this picture up here. Open image in new tab. That was the price. That was the prize for winning the Invitational tournament at the time. And they had several people win these types of cards. So several pro players got a card in their likeness. And Bob Maher Jr. was one of them. And his card that he invented was the Dark Confidant. And that's why it's called Bob. That's why it's called Bob. Oh, Tommy Siddons with Sad Robot. Oh, which one is... I know what you're talking about. Oh, but I don't remember what the card is called. I don't play this card. I know what it does. You know, if it dies, you go... Enters the battlefield, draw a card. When it dies, you search your library for a... land card put onto the battlefield. Someone help me remind me what this card is. Okay, while we wait, Solemn Simulacrum. There we go. Solemn Simulacrum. Because I don't know all the cards. Okay, this is not a sad robot. Which one is... Hold on, let's view all prints. Not everyone is a sad robot. I believe this is the sad robot. There we go. Sad Robot. And I also believe this was a invitational card. So for 4 mana, we got a 2/2 creature. Enters the battlefield. You may search your library for a basic land card. Put the card onto the battlefield tapped. Then shuffle your library. When Solemn Simulacrum dies, you may draw a card. Sad Robot because it doesn't look so happy in the picture. Very unhappy. Maybe because he knows he's going to be sacrificed as fodder to whatever you do. You make an attack, it's going straight to blocking. All right, little Solemn Simulacrum. If you had any hopes of being something big one day, well, we're going to squash that ambition immediately because you're just basically blocker food. We got Liquid Soulfly with the Prime Time. Primeval Titan. You know what time it is? It's prime time. One of the most iconic, the iconic giant, I think, in the entire game. The card enters the battlefield, tutors any 2 lands onto the battlefield. Tapped, but still a tutor. Bandit Commander, big deck in a big card in not only Modern but also Legacy. Probably the most playable 6 mana creature in all of Magic the Gathering. Is there a larger creature that you would actually cast? Like, no one casts things like Grizzlebrand or anything like that, so. Anyway, yeah, Primeval Titan is also known as Prime Time. Flonino! Oh, this is a great one. Niv Cricket, the Locust God. I like that one. That's very, very funny. I've never heard that one before, but I like it. We're also taking community suggestions. So if you have some of your favorite Magic the Gathering cards that you have nicknames for, go for it. The Locust God. It is a giant... Like, I looked at it more as a... Well, as a locust, but you know, that does make a lot of sense. Niv Cricket. It's not Niv Magus. Niv Cricket. Okay, what was another... I saw one here. Eugene! I was there when this happened. I think it was, like, the Czech Pros... sorry, no, this is not. Ugin. I have Ugin. The Ugin. There we go. I think this, Ugin is called Eugene. And I believe it's because, don't quote me on this, but I think some of the Czech pros that were streaming at the time from the Czech Republic they were pronouncing it Eugene the Spirit Dragon, and eventually it just caught on as just Eugene. It sounded really, really funny. I see some comment by Old King in chat. I won't put it on the screen, but okay. So Daniel says, a nickname my playgroup uses is Rankle Master of Prankle. Rankle Master of Prank instead of Rankle Master of Pranks. Rankle Master of the Prankle. And it will master them Prankle. Oh, Gary! Huntroid. Gray Merchant of Asphodel. How do we get... Oh, is it Gray? Hence why it's Gary? Oh, yeah, that's what it is. It's great. Gray Merchant of Asphodel. But if you didn't want to say that whole entire long spiel of a name, you just said Gary. Because it's easier than saying Gray. And it's more fun that way, too. Bop into Bob? What the hell? Okay, Bop. Okay, Bop is a nickname for Birds of Paradise, because it's simply the acronym of this card. It's a Bop! Turn 1 Bop. Always kill the Bop, turn 1. Bolt the Bop. They don't say it like that, but that's what makes the most sense. Phyrexian Flesh Gorger equals George. Okay, that's a new one I've never heard of. Phyrexian Flesh Gorger. What? This is a new card, too. It's George! 7 mana George. It's got Menace and Lifelink. With Ward. Pay life equal to Phyrexian Flesh Gorger's power. 7/5 George! David J. Superman. Morphling. Yeah, Morphling was named Superman because at the time it was completely invincible and it could fly. So Morphling had the abilities of a Superman. You couldn't touch it. Even Kryptonite wouldn't even work on this card. So pay a blue, untap Morphling. Pay a blue also gains flying until end of turn. Paying a blue gains Shroud until end of turn. So you try to destroy this thing with anything, just fling it off as if nothing ever happened. And you can buff it up by quite a bit. +1, -1 until end of turn, or pay 1, give it -1, +1 until end of turn. And at the time, it was like, there was something called damage on the stack, which seemed very unintuitive to me at the time, but now it makes a whole lot of sense, where when you deal damage, it would just go on the stack first, and then you had the opportunity to play activated abilities or spells. So you could attack for Morphling as a 5/1, and then if it took lethal damage, that damage would go on the stack, and then you could pump it up to become like a 0/6 if you really needed it to be. So it was invincible. Invincible like Superman. Look, it's a bird. It's a plane. No, wait. It's Morphling. It'd be Morphling. Benjamin. Skitherix. The Blight Dragon equals Skittles. Skitherix. There we go. The Blight Dragon. Skittles? This card doesn't taste the rainbow whatsoever. But I get where you're coming from. By the way, did you know that Penman's Aura equals I am Superman? I did know that. I did know that. That was an anagram here. That's like an Easter egg. Penman's Aura, blue, 1 generic enchant creature. So it had the abilities of Morphling, which was once called Superman, and if you unscramble Penman's Aura at the top, it would spell out Superman. Think I missed a super chat? I'll go back. Oh, Levy with the super chat. Thanks so much. I didn't know the nickname for Tim. I didn't know this nickname for Prod Sorcerer. I didn't know either. I think you mean Prodigal Sorcerer. Prodigal. Prodigal Sorcerer. There we go. Is this guy's name Tim? Hold on. Let's get the original Tim. There's Tim. Oh, is it Tim because he taps? Tim the Tapper. Tap to deal 1 damage to any target. Occasionally, a member of the Institute of Arcane Study acquires a taste for worldly pleasures. Seldom do they have trouble finding employment. There are some who call me Tim. Does 1 mana Planeswalker count? Yes! We're going to count that one. That's right, Shaman. The 1 mana Planeswalker. Not technically a Planeswalker. Might as well be called. Might as well be a Planeswalker. It's got 3 modes and costs almost nothing to activate them. Card it's basically 3 modes with 0 mana. Tap target card, exile target land card from a graveyard, add a mana. And then you can exile instant or sorceries to make your opponents lose life, and you exile creatures to gain life. Any graveyard! The 1 mana Planeswalker. Oh, is it Tim because of Monty Python? Okay, we go back to the Prodigal Source. We're going back. Okay, now let's look up Tim Monty Python. Is it Tim Images? Is it this guy? Is this the guy afraid of the rabbit? I can't remember. I don't know my Monty Python super well. Is that Tim? This be Tim? Yup. Okay, there's Tim. I can't remember. Is this the scene with the rabbit? But I don't remember. Tim the Enchanter. That definitely sounds like a magic card. Super. Alright, we got the Blue Bomber. Thank you very much for the super chat. Little Shelly, Shieldred Walk. What the hell? Shieldred. Isn't it Shieldred? Which one? The Walking Apocalypse? You mean just the Apocalypse? Little Shelly. I'm gonna bust out my Little Shelly over here. Yeah, who knows, but that's what we did back then. Okay. Patrick. Oh, this must be a SpongeBob reference. Sigilled Starfish. This is Patrick. I might as well just do this. Patrick the Starfish. Hold on, no, wait. Is he a star? Yeah, he's a starfish. I'm not big into SpongeBob, so I've honestly never watched a single SpongeBob before. Am I missing something? Would I enjoy the memes more if I watched the SpongeBob TV show? David J with the super chat. Thanks so much. Flying. Oh, yes. The flying spaghetti monster. All right, let's first. Okay, hold on. Let's do it the opposite way. Let's look up the flying spaghetti. Who do you think this is? If you were to guess, if you were to imagine this as a Magic the Gathering card, what do you think this is? Who is this cosplaying? With all their spaghetti. The great spaghetti monster. Nice meatballs, says Tommy Siddons. Good old Emrakul. Yes, it's Emrakul. This was known for a very. There was a meme once a long time ago called the flying spaghetti monster. Someone made their own religion. Emrakul. Yeah, so therefore Emrakul, because of all of her tentacles, was known as the flying spaghetti monster. As far as I know, it's the same person. Probably the people on Zendikar saw Emrakul and they thought that she was a god. Probably the origin of the flying spaghetti monster came from Zendikar. Emrakul is a bee, blushes in fear. Alright, you heard the sound. We're going to look at more nicknames of Magic the Gathering cards. But we got to thank our sponsors first, FusionGamingOnline.com. And if you want to scoop up some of those beautiful cards, that are iconic in Magic's history because they have these cool nicknames. You know where to get them. You get them at FusionGamingOnline.com. That's my first place to look for my Magic cards. And don't forget to use coupon code Nikachu at checkout for 5% off all your purchases. We're also going to thank Mana Traders, the premier place for renting Magic cards online. Play any iconic cards you want, in any deck you want, in any format. Because when you're borrowing the cards, you just send them back like it's no one's business. And you can support the channel using my Mana Traders link in the description below, or rent using my coupon code Nikachu_EK2 for 10% off your first 2 months. And now back to the beautiful nicknamed cards. We've got Gundam Blade Knight. Thanks so much for the super chat. Have you done my favorite group, the Powerpuff Girls? Gazella, Blade of Gold Knight, Bruna, Light of Alabaster, and Sigarda, Host of Herons? I've never heard. Okay, so let's look up the Powerpuff Girls. Let's look up them Powerpuff Girls. And if anyone forgets what the Powerpuff Girls are, there we go. Can't say I watched the show. Not a hater, though. If you love the Powerpuff Girls, all the more power to you. Alright, so what are the Powerpuff Girls in Magic the Gathering? We've got Gazella. Oops. Powerpuff Girl 1, Gazella. If I can get there. Buttercup Blossom. There we go. Blade of Gold Knight. Then we have Bruna. Light of Alabaster. This is Powerpuff Girl number 2. And then we've got... Oh, Sigarda. Host of Herons. What's a Heron? Whenever I look at this, I think they, like, made a typo for heroes. I like this one. Wrath to Exile. Settle the Wreckage. Wait, hold on. Settle the Wreckage. Is Wrath to Exile. I never heard of that one before, but I love it. Instead of Wrath to God, instead of Path to Exile, it's a love child between the two. So you have Wrath to Exile. Absolutely hilarious. Thank you very much, Marco. I appreciate you here. Heron is a bird. Ah. I could have just looked that up on Google. But you know what's better than Google? You guys, the Coffee Crew. Coffee Crew is better than Google. Google wishes they could be you guys. Okay, what else do we have? In the Philippines, we called searing blood queso, which translated to cheese. Oh, because it looks like cheese in the hand. Melted cheese. Don't be cooking your pizza on your hand. Yeah, you did beat the AI, to be honest. King Ginger! Villainous Wealth is Nemesis Wave. This is... Oh, this is like, what's it called? Genesis Wave, but for, like, Sultai colors. Right? So this... I get it. So this is like a play on Genesis Wave. Genesis Wave. A lot of people out there likes Genesis Wave. The green X, and basically, you know, play a bunch of cards off the top of your library. But in Villainous Wealth, it takes your cards. It's the Genesis Wave of your deck. Target opponent exiles the top cards of their library. You may cast any number of the spells with mana value X or less from among them without paying their mana cost. The Nemesis Wave. Who's Steve? I don't know if I know Steve. When you give me the nickname, you know, also please give me the actual name of the card. I don't know them all. Oh, this is a good one. Liquid Sulfai. Mother of Runes. Mom! Don't we all wish we had a mother like Mother of Runes? Always giving you protection. Looking out for their children. Target creature you control gains protection from the color of your choice until end of turn. Where the origin... I mean, I guess it just looks like someone's mom at the time. Everyone being like 13, 14 years old. Hey, looks like your mom. Zykurin with the super chat. Thanks so much for the super chat. What are the rules for unfriendly names? So long as there's no swears in it, I'm more or less fine with them. Facial, I mean glacial ray. Oh, hold on. That reminds me, actually, glacial ray. I've never heard of that for this one, but how about for Serum Visions? Where is the one? There we go. This has a few names. This is Seaman Visions. This is Bukake Visions. A lot of visions here. What? Like, okay, I'm not gonna blame the artist. Not gonna blame Dan Scott for this image. I would be curious to know, like, what was the art direction for this thing? Did they do this on purpose? Usually, like, I think the artist is given some sort of direction. Like, we want an image of this type of person, and then something is, like, going towards them. Anyway. Shane with the super chat. Thanks so much. The new Skrelv's Hive equals Skitter Blossom. We already have nicknames for cards that are fresh off the presses. Skrelv's Hive. The new Bitter Blossom. It's a Skitter Blossom because we make a Phyrexian Mite. The Mite is an insect. It be skittering. Oh, Sakura Tribe Elder is Steve. All right, let's go back to Sakura Tribe Elder. Sakura Tribe Elder. Forgot about Stevie Boy over here. All right, got green 1 generic for a 1/1 Snake Shaman. Sack it, search your library for a basic land, enter the battlefield tapped. But if you didn't, you know, notice how the longer the name is, the more likely we're going to give a nickname to it. We don't want to keep saying Birds of Paradise or Sakura Tribe Elder. Look at how many syllables. We call him Steve. Stevie Boy. What do we got here? Nyla, Princess of Hokuto. Thank you very much for the super chat. Penhar Momicon, aka Elish Norn, Mother of Machines. Elish Norn Mother. Penhar Mom Icon. Did anyone catch that? It's like a play on Panharmonicon. That also doubles things, right? That's right. If an artifact or creature entering the battlefield would trigger an ability of a permanent you control, that ability triggers an additional time. The Panharmomicon. What is it? Panharmomicon. Panharmomicon. I love it. Trevor Peebles, thanks so much for the super chat. Morning, have some coffee. Sharoom the Hedgehog. The hell is that? Sharoom? Oh, the Hedgemom. Sorry, Hegemon. It turns into Sharoom the Hedgehog. This really honestly doesn't look that much like a hedgehog, in my opinion. Zyke, flying when Sharoom the Hegemon enters the battlefield, you may return target. Okay, I thought it would have haste or something. A little bit more in line with what might be the like Sonic the Hedgehog. Whatever, cool name. Zykurin with the super chat. Thanks so much. Actually, this deserves $10. This deserves some better sound effect. From the terror days of goblin bidding when Skull Clamp was legal, Siege Gang Commander equals Gang Bang Commandos. Siege Gang Commander. The Gang Bang Command. Oh, hold on. Where's the original one? Let's look at the original Gang Bang Commandos. Gang Bang Commandos. At your service. David J. Where is this thing going? Welcome to Coffee and MTG. All right, David J. Ulamog the Infinite Gyro. Ulamog the Infinite. I think someone else also had one called the. Oh no, this is not the new one. There's also I saw Okay, whatever. Okay, so we got Ulamog, the Infinite Gyro. I don't get it. Or is it the... Oh, sorry. The Infinite Euro? Is that what this is? Hold on, where is it? The Infinite... It's a Euro, right? The Gyro! I look stupid. That's right, a Euro! That's how it's pronounced. The Greek food. I love these. They're delicious. Ulamog. Enters the battlefield, destroy target permanent. If it drew a card, it would feel more flavorful. The Infinite Euro. Give me more Euros. Yeah, Euro is a meat sandwich. Alright, so what else do we got here? Oh, and there was also... I saw a comment a long time ago with Ulamog. Ulamog. The Ceaseless Hunter was called Nulamog. Because this is the most newest Ulamog at the moment, so they called it Nulamog. I think this is really cool. Okay, what do we got? We got Wojtek with the super chat. Thanks so much. Did we already had Big and Little Teferi, Hero of Dominaria, and Time Raveler? I don't... Okay, so yeah, we didn't do it yet. Teferi, Hero of Dominaria. This is Big Teferi, because it is in reference to Little Teferi. Teferi, Time Raveler. This is a Little Teferi. But this also has another nickname, as some of you mentioned in chat. This is Turn 3 Teferi, sometimes spelled as T3 Fairy. T3 Fairy. Because it comes out on turn 3. And it feels a bit early. It's too early in the morning for this Teferi. It's too early in the morning. Naya says, I call Ulamog Ulamog. The anime face. Fat Caster Mage, Torrential Gear Hulk. It's the beefier Snapcaster Mage, the Fat Caster Mage. Bulking up. Snapcaster Mage got bulk up with that protein powder. What do we got? Oh, Hippie. That's right, Beanpot. This is a classic one. Hypnotic Spectre. Also known as Hippie. Where's the original Hypnotic Spectre? They look like a hippie? Is it because he tied his hair up in the back? No, it's just the name. Okay, what next do we have? We have, oh, we have Blue Bomber. We have a super chat. Macias the Unhallowed equals Mikey. This is Mikey, you say. Black, black, black. 3 generic for a 5/5 Intimidate. Whenever a human deals damage, you destroy it. Don't destroy me, Mikey. Oh, that's so good, Levy. Yes, Taylor Swiftspear. Monastery Swift. Even I know this one. It's Taylor Swiftspear. Can we get the original one? There we go. The 1-mana 1/2 with haste and prowess. It's not Monastery Swiftspear, it's Taylor Swiftspear. You know, the play on Taylor Swift and Swiftspear. Which one's Lily? What's Lily's thing? Or is it just called Lily? I mean, I guess that could be it. Liliana of the Veil. Does she have a more formal nickname? Yeah, this is Lily. The Lily. When you say Lily, you know what you're talking about. Liliana of the Veil. Oh, I like this one. Missing number. Tasker the Golden Fang is Banana Man. What I really like about Tassiger... Okay, we need the original one. Because that... Okay, the new one doesn't do it justice. But the old one, because there were bananas in the image over here, got nicknamed the Banana Man. Now, funny thing about... Some even further lore, if we want to make it up, is he probably wanted the bananas because he was lacking vitamins. You look how pale this guy is. Oh, the Tron land, or even just Tron in general. It's a reference to Urza Tron? Hold on, what the hell? Urza's Tower. Did I look up the wrong thing? So hold on, so this is in reference to something called Urza Tron. So what's gonna pop up when I look up Urzatron? Or sorry, hold on. No, hold on. Voltron. Voltron. Is this what this deck is named after? I had no idea. I thought it was something else. For some reason, I thought it had more to do with the actual movie, like the Tron movie. The Tron movie series. It's actually named after some weird cartoon. See, this is what I thought Tron was named after, and there was something in Tron about Voltron, but I've never actually seen all the Tron movies. I've only seen, like, I don't know, one Tron movie. So it's named after this? The robots combine? Oh, okay. It's a Power Rangers thing. It was named after Voltron. Jay Gaston, nope, a bunch of little things combined to make a big one. It's like animated Power Rangers. Yeah, that's what I'm gathering here. And together they make the Megazord. Nothing will stop them now. Which makes me wonder, why don't they just turn into their Voltron all the time? Why even fight? Why even fight individually? That doesn't make any sense. So we get a transforming one, yeah, Transformers. All right. So now I learned something today. I learned that Urza's Tower is named after that. That's neat. The Urza land should have been called Constructatrons. I don't know. I don't know about that one, Amazing Wally. It didn't hit very well. It didn't hit very well. All right, what's another one? Let's look at some super chats. We've got Trevor Peebles with Oko Ono. Is this like the original Oko? Oko, Thief of Crowns. I never heard of this one, to be honest. Oko Ono. We've got Triox, Campbell Soup Man. Why? Campbell, Console of Allocation. Whenever an opponent casts a non-creature spell, that player loses 2 life and you gain 2 life. It's the Campbell Soup Man. In reference to Campbell Soup. Was this Campbell Soup? I think. Google will figure it out. Now with Extra Human Advisor. Zikla... I should just call you Zik from now on. Void Winnower. AKA you can't even. So Void Winnower has this ability. Your opponents can't cast spells with even converted mana cost. And your opponents can't block with creatures with even converted mana cost. This is a very cute name. You can't even. But you can odd. Oh, we got the titty thing in the ice. Yes, that's right. Man, let's do it. Where did thing in the ice go? So, thing in the ice. The acronym, titty. Get your titty out. Flip the titty. Make sure you play enough spells to flip the titty into an awoken horror. Yeah, too bad. Too bad that this card was given out at, like, this... It was for the top 8 of what I think was, like, some sort of RCQ. And, yeah, it's too bad it doesn't see play anymore. It's just absolutely nothing. Omic with the super chat. Teferi and awkwardly turn... Okay, we did talk about turn 3 Teferi. But I guess also... Sometimes it's called Big Teferi, Small Teferi. And the Small Teferi is also called turn 3 Teferi. But also we have turn 5 Teferi. A good way of explaining which Teferi we're talking about. Voitech, thanks so much for the super chat. Last one for me, it's my favorite card. Judith Priest for Priest of Forgotten Gods. Reference to the band Judas Priest. And I think that's a very old band, is it not? I remember there was like a chess player I played against online called Judas Priest. There we go. Is there a resemblance? There is a resemblance. So it works on name and it works on like style, on flavor. It's both dark. They like being dark. We got we have a lot of super chats actually. Pedro, thanks very much for the super chat. Darcy. We didn't do Darcy. Dragons, Rage, Channeler. I believe this was created by Aspiring Spike, because that's what I heard him say on stream constantly. Maybe absorbed it from somewhere else, but as far as I'm concerned, the source material is Aspiring Spike. Dragon Rage Chandler, also known as Darcy. And it just stuck. Blue Bomber with Primetime, Primeval Titan. We did this one, Blue Bomber, but just for you, we'll do it again. Or actually, do you know what? This is a Primetime. Godzilla Primeval Champion. Jace the Mind Sculptor is Jace the wait, that's just more of an acronym more than a nickname. We got Zykurin. A decree of justice equals dodge or Department of Justice, the DOJ. Okay, hold on. Decree of justice. Never heard of that one. We got the DOJ over here. They're gonna lock you up. What is this card? Decree of Justice. White 2 generic XX. Create X 4/4 white angel creature tokens with flying. Don't get in trouble with the DOJ. An acronym also known as the Department of Justice in the United States. Tetra Tim Bowman. Tendrils of Agony. Drill 10 times. That's game. Interesting name. Oh, sorry, tendrils. More than one tendril. Drill 10 times. Oh, which card is Doge? We have a Doge, don't we? Hold on, Tendrils of Agony. Where's our Tendrils of Agony? Oh, I put too many L's? Some people call Jace the Wallet Sculptor, but it's more of a joke than a nickname. Hey, it made sense at the time. Oh, whoops. This one doesn't exist. I'm probably going to find Tendrils of Agony faster here. Tendrils of Agony. There we go. Get drilled 10 times. And you lose. That's all you need. You need 10 Storm. Or I guess you need 9 Storm and the original card. Oh, did we get it? No. Am I spelling this wrong or something? Okay, there we go. Oh, Baby Jace! Well, do I have any super chats? No. Okay, Baby Jace. Jace, Vryn's Prodigy. There's so many Jaces that cost 1,000,000 mana. And then we've got Jace Vryn's Prodigy over here. It's a Baby Jace! It only costs 2 mana. It doesn't even have loyalty abilities yet. Gotta wait for this thing to grow up into a beautiful planeswalker one day. I lied. Jace Bellerin equals Party Jace. Thank you very much for the super chat. I didn't know this guy had a nickname at all. Why is it Party Jace? Is there a party or one? It doesn't look like he's a Party Jace, in my opinion. Oh, Armageddon. Larry's Disc. Nevin... how do I spell? No, I think it's Nevinyral's Disc. It's a hard one to spell off of memory. Okay, I was not close. So I believe this is an anagram for Larry... Sorry, Nevinyral is an anagram for Larry Nevin, who wrote a book... wrote a novel that inspired Richard Garfield to make Magic the Gathering, and in the book was something called, I think, Larry's Disc? No, hold on. So, yeah, I think it was Larry's Disc, and so he made Nevinyral's Disc. Or maybe I'm not getting the... Larry Nevin was the author of the book, but there was a disc. It was a very powerful disc in the book. It was a very important thing. And so some people call the Nivernerals disc the Larry Nevin disc. Or just Larry Nevin. Coulter Chase. Any white spells that keep a creature on the field but make it unable to do anything? Handcuffs. So yeah, like, what's it called? Pacifism, I think it is. Handcuffs. That's a good one. Enchant creature can't attack or block. You got the handcuffs. You have been detained. Don't go anywhere. Gunblade Knight. Thanks so much, very much for the super chat. Grizzle. Grizzle Band. Yeah, well, it's not banned everywhere, but it is in Commander. So in Commander, it's not called Grizzlebrand, it's Grizzle Band. I love it. That's really funny. It's good stuff. The Soul Sisters. Oh yeah, I mean that's true. Okay, we got Souls. Let's get Soul Warden. It's fine. Basically, any of these like any 1 mana creatures that whenever a creature enters the battlefield, you gain 1 life. These are the Soul Sisters. What else do we have? Nick says Omnath Locus of Creation is called Dalin Ho in Brazil because of a bazillion sodas called Dolly Refrigerate. Refrigerant. I actually have no idea what the connection here is. Okay, Omnath Locus of Creation is called Dalinho because of a Brazilian soda called Dolly Refrigerant. I'd love to know the connection, but I'm not getting it. Julia says Pleasant Kenobi called Lord Wyngrace, Mr. Whiskers, and that's been my name for him ever since. Lord Windgrace. Mr. Whiskers. Oh yeah, I like it. You know what? I think that makes the card a lot more cute. It's Mr. Whiskers. Why not? Jay Silinx with, oh yeah, Blastoise, the Kappa Cannoneer. I'm going to remember that one for a long time. It's Mr. Whiskers. Kappa Cannoneer, also known as Blastoise. Why is it called Blastoise? Just because this is a turtle? Should technically be like a water Pokemon. Let's look at the real Blastoise. Blastoise. Oh, Blastoise had a cannon, right? Cannon coming out of his back. All right. I'm a fool. Yeah, I forgot about the cannons. I mean, I guess if humanity lasts long enough, we'll evolve to have like firing guns coming out of our back too. It appears that's how the world works in the world of Pokemon. Yeah, so this is Blast. 1 big cannon, but cannon nonetheless. So is a Johnny Grumpy Cat? Well, maybe a Johnny. Which a Johnny would we go with? Which one sort of looks like a Grumpy Cat? Maybe this one. That's a Grumpy Cat. Does anyone remember Grumpy Cat? Salud looks like this guy, to be honest. I mean, this just looks the same as Salud. Where's Salud? Oh, Salud's not close. Salud's not around for me to show. Anyway, so I guess, yeah, we could call some of Johnny some Grumpy Cats. Pokemon should have sued Wizards over Kappa Cannoneer. Hey, that's our intellectual property. You're stealing the likeness of Blastoise to the point that even your fandom is calling him Blastoise. Pokemon was Wizards at that time? Sort of, but not really. Pokemon was just... They let Wizards be a distributor of the game. It was, Wizards of the Coast didn't actually make the game. Or they didn't design the cards, I should say. What do we got here? Ristic. Oh, I've never heard of this one. Asper Sentinel. It's called Ristic Buddy. Seen that a lot. I haven't heard that one before, but I like that. That makes a whole lot of sense because Esper Sentinel is basically Rhystic Study, but on a creature. Rhystic Study says, do you pay the 1? Do you pay the 1? If you don't pay the 1, I draw a card. If an opponent casts a spell, pay that 1. Did you pay the 1? Did you pay the 1? Did you pay the 1? What do people say when they ask about it? It's like, trigger? Do you pay the 1? Can I draw a card? And Esper Sentinel is the same thing, but on a creature form. So it's a Rhystic Buddy. Rhystic Buddy. King Ginger says Feline Sovereign is a better Grumpy Cat. There we go. Feline Sovereign. I don't know. Not sure. I thought Ren and Stimpy was Rin and Rin and Siri. I never heard that one before. Ren and Stimpy. There's another one right here. Yeah, this is Ren and Stimpy, in real form. Nikachu really doesn't care about spelling. Oh, you know what? I traveled like for 10 hours yesterday. Didn't get that much sleep today, so I'm gonna take it easy. I know you see all my spelling mistakes. My English grade wasn't great either. Me no speak good English. Okay, what else do we got here? Yeah, F autocorrect. Well, sometimes there is autocorrect, but it's not gonna find the magic card. Walking Ballista equals Machine Gun Bastard. Walking Ballista. Never heard that one. That makes sense. The Machine Gun Bastard. Pack Leader equals Goodest Boy. Was he a good boy? No, he was the best. I can see a lot of people trying to make a cat deck on Explorer. Well, people love the theme. People love making theme decks. People love making flavor decks. Instead of Magic the Gathering just dissolving into like, oh, it's just a deck full of all the best cards. That's why Merfolk has some charm. People love that the theme still exists. An all mermaid deck. Oh, Arikusu, thank you very much for the super chat. Didn't notice your super chat. I have now. Yeah, we did do par. We'll do it another one just for you. Do it again for you. The what's it called? Elish Norn was the sorry, no, not this one. The mother one. Elish Mom, Panharmomicon. I love that one. It's probably my new favorite for today. David J with the super chat. Rin and Siri, Cat Dog. Oh, we just did that one. Okay, hold on. You have another one for Rin and Siri? Cat Dog. Tetra Tim Bowman. Thanks so much for the super chat. Planar Collapse. People not paying attention. Because larger multiplayer games, people fail to notice and play creatures on their turn that just die to it. Planar Collapse? People not paying attention. The card. White 1 generic. During your upkeep, if there are 4 or more creatures in play, sack Planar Collapse, then destroy all creatures. Those creatures cannot be regenerated this turn. So what you're telling me, fail to notice and play creatures on their turn? Oh, I see. So they play the creatures, and then, oh, Planar Collapse triggers. You lose everything. Coulter. Floodhound equals Blues Clues. Floodhound. Blues Clues. I've never heard of this card, and I don't even know your reference. Chub Toad 2, the Jade Avenger. This is, okay, so first, to dig into, to unpack this card, we have to look at the original Chub Toad. So Chub Toad had, like, this rhyme. Chub Toad, at the door. Run away quick or you'll run no more. And there was a sequel to it with Jade Avenger. So I guess you could call this Chub Toad 2. Froggy Fighter, at the gate. Draw your sword and meet your fate. A traditional children's rhyme. Blues Clues is a blue dog. Well, I'll be damned. The Blues Clues and You. Completely unfamiliar with this show. It was a blue dog and it investigated to make clues. Is that what happens here? Does it make clues? It does! It does investigate. All right, another copyright infringement on Wizards of the Coast. That could be a show. Every time Wizards of the Coast pulls off copyright infringement. Yeah. Makes perfect sense. I guess this is how they're trying to appeal to the youngsters. Hey, look, we got Blues Clues at home. Blues Clues and Magic the Gathering. Diego says, in my store, the people called Payaro con Chaqueta bird with jacket to Ledger Shredder. I guess he's the best dressed bird in Magic the Gathering. Maybe one of the best dressed creatures in Magic the Gathering. Bird with jacket. Bird with jacket is on the stack. Clifford and Blue go shopping. Insolent Neonate has always been Michael Jackson. Why? Oh yeah, it sort of looks like him, isn't it? Michael Jackson. There it is. Just missing the hat. No hat. What has been seen cannot be unseen. It's Michael Jackson, all right. It's a spitting image. Got the right angle and everything. The artist might have used Michael Jackson's face as a reference to for Insolent Neonate's face. All right, Kusu with the super chat. Would Lady Gaga play Elish Norn or Helena B. Carter? I don't know. Elish Norn? The original one? Oh yeah, this looks very Lady Gaga-like. But I'm not familiar with Helena. Who's Helena? Helena B. Carter? Not familiar with her style. I have no idea. This looks like something Lady Gaga would do, though. Or wear. Or perform. Danny for Draneth Magistrate. It Danny. It be Danny. The Malevolent Mantis. To me, Marrow Gnar has always been Splinter from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. The Marrow Gnar. Gnawing away. It's a rat rogue. Can't see the image too well, though. I guess it could be Splinter, but Splinter was a little bit more humble. I never actually seen Splinter in combat. We got Odric is George Clooney, apparently. Odric. Which one? This one? Or this one? Oh, yeah, that could be George Clooney. It'd be George Clooney. Especially this picture. That looks like him. There's Odric. Same guy. Silver Fur Master also makes for a great Splinter. Okay, let's look at Silver Fur Master. This is closer, I think, to Splinter. It's got the cane over there. We did Prodigal Sorcerer already, Darth, but thank you very much for the suggestion. Too bad Silver Fur can't be my commander. That's too bad. One day, oh man, would that break Commander? What if they made a partner commander where the partner could be any creature? Like this creature can be this partner commander can be partnered with anything. Anything at all. Zai Curran with the super chat. Thank you so much. Sad Robot. We did this one, but because you super chat, we'll do it again. Simulacrum. The sad robot. The saddest of robots. This was the OG. So what, they had an OG and then they switched it from there? Maybe we should go through some other invitational cards. This one, Meddling Mage is also called, oh, what's his name? Oh, I don't remember his name now. Because this was also an invitational winning card. I think it's Chris something, but I don't remember, to be honest. What was Kai Bud's card? Something Wizard. We have Finkel, Shadow Mage Infiltrator. Shadow Mage Infiltrator. Doesn't look like John. There's John. He's so good. He got his own card. Chris Pakula, that's what it's called. That's his name, Chris Pakula. I played against Chris Pakula at vintage tournaments. Did he beat you with his own card? That's the magic, right? That's the magic. All right, we got Tetra Timboman with another super chat. Hit run. Hit art is Bizarro Superman kills Super. What? Okay. Hit slash run. This is like a split card or something. We'll rotate it around. Hit art is Bizarro Superman kills Superman. Oh yeah, it sort of looks like it. Okay, hold on. So let's look up Bizarro. I don't know how to spell bizarre. Superman kills Superman. Do we have an image here? Does that actually happen? Is that canon? Oh, this looks like Bizarro Superman. I get it. Whoop. Let me see if I can show it to you guys. There we go. It does look like Bizarro Superman. And this looks like Superman. Thanks for sharing. Zyker, and there is a joke on Meddling Mage. He is also known as the Taco Bell I'm Full guy. What the hell? Taco Bell I'm Full. The hell is this? The arms up in the air like that. Meddling Mage. All right, sure. Very, very loose, but we'll take it. Arikusu again with the super chat. Thanks so much. My sister calls Sig River Guide a certain contraceptive because he grants protection. All right then. Sig River Guide. Maybe a little too much information, but all right. Sig River Guide gains protection from the color of your choice until end of turn. Do we have... Oh, Void Mage Prodigy. That's what I was thinking of. Void Mage Prodigy is Kai. Because the Kai Bud, or Kai Buddha. Some people give me crap. I don't know actually how to pronounce his last name. Kai Buddha won and designed this card. I wonder how busted his original card was that it got watered down to something like this. Anyway, thank you very much. I hope that was fun. I had a lot of fun. I learned about a lot of nicknames I never heard of before. And it was great. So if you want to be part of the show, you got to be here Monday to Friday at 11 o'clock a.m. Central Standard Time. Be there or be square. Thank you very much for all the support from everyone between Super Chats, if you're a member of the channel, or if you're a patron on Patreon. Links to support the channel in the description below. I really much appreciate it, but the thing that I appreciate more than anything else is all of you guys showing up in the morning, because without you guys, I'm screwed. Without you guys, I've got no show. So thank you so much to Poxy, to Tetra, Tim Bowman. We got Nalia. We got Dem Levy, West Coast Games. What, isn't that just Trevor? We got King Ginger, Broccoli, David, Victor, Huntroid. Thank you so much to Michael, Armageddon. Because without you guys in the morning, I would have absolutely nothing. So as usual, I bow down to all of you, the coffee crew. So keep brewing up those coffees, my coffee crew, and we'll keep brewing up the magic. Take care of yourselves, and I'll see you at the next